Imagine looking at a legendary automotive icon and realizing everything you thought you knew about it was completely wrong. For decades, the Toyota Land Cruiser has been the undisputed king of the untamed wilderness, a rugged beast built to conquer deserts, mountains, and everything in between. But right now, Toyota is quietly orchestrating the most audacious pivot in automotive history, and it all centers around the brand new Toyota Land Cruiser 600 luxury SUV. This is not just an update, it is an outright declaration of war against the elite titans of the luxury world like Range Rover and Mercedes-Benz. Toyota is betting its entire legendary reputation on a single gamble: that they can transform their most rugged mechanical workhorse into an ultra-exclusive, high-tech sanctuary of pure opulence, without losing an ounce of its legendary off-road soul. It is a razor-thin line to walk, and if they miscalculate, they risk alienating their most loyal fan base while being laughed out of the high-end market. But there is a massive catch. Hidden deep within this six-figure masterpiece is a shocking structural compromise that Toyota desperately hopes you will not notice. A controversial engineering choice that completely changes what this vehicle is capable of, and we are going to expose exactly what that is at the very end of this video. To understand why the Land Cruiser 600 is causing such a massive panic in Stuttgart and Solihull, you have to look at what is happening beneath that muscular, sculpted sheet metal. Toyota did not just slap some extra leather into a standard truck chassis and call it a day. They completely tore up the old blueprint. Under the hood, the traditional rumbling V8 is officially history, replaced by a hyper-advanced, twin-turbocharged hybrid powertrain engineered to deliver relentless, instantaneous torque. The moment your foot meets the carpet, this massive machine surges forward with the silent, terrifying urgency of a freight train, blurring the lines between a heavy-duty explorer and a high-performance luxury tourer. The exterior design is a masterclass in aggressive elegance, featuring a towering monolithic grille, sharp matrix LED headlights, and a swept-back silhouette that commands absolute authority on the road. It looks less like a traditional off-roader and more like a rolling fortress designed for billionaires. Step inside, and the transformation is even more staggering. The cabin is an absolute masterclass in sensory indulgence, wrapped in bespoke, hand-stitched, semi-aniline leather and accented by genuine open-pore wood trim that feels like it belongs in a private jet. Toyota has deployed an absolute tech onslaught here, anchoring the dashboard with a massive, crystal-clear, panoramic infotainment screen that responds with lightning speed. The rear seats are no longer an afterthought. They are individual executive captain's chairs featuring full recline functions, deep tissue massage settings, and independent climate zones that shield you entirely from the chaotic world outside. If you are loving this deep dive into the absolute peak of automotive engineering, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a like on this video right now so you never miss our ultimate breakdowns of the world's most exclusive machines. What truly separates the Land Cruiser 600 from every other fragile luxury crossover on the market today is that it still possesses the mechanical DNA to cross continents. Toyota has outfitted this beast with an entirely new, active, height-adjusting suspension system that seamlessly reads the terrain hundreds of times per second. On the highway, it lowers the vehicle to slice through the air with absolute aerodynamic efficiency, delivering a ride so eerily smooth, it feels like you are floating on a high-speed maglev train. But the moment you switch the dial into its hardcore off-road modes, the suspension hydraulically lifts, unlocking staggering ground clearance and massive wheel articulation. It can wade through deep water, crawl over jagged rocks, and conquer treacherous mud, all while the passengers inside sip chilled champagne from the integrated center console refrigerator. It is this exact duality, the ability to transition from a high society red carpet directly into a brutal overland expedition, that makes the 600 a logistical masterpiece. Yet this brings us back to the looming shadow over this entire project, the hidden truth that Toyota has been keeping under wraps. To achieve this unprecedented level of Rolls-Royce tier cabin isolation and high-speed highway stability, engineers had to make a fundamental, heartbreaking sacrifice. For the first time in the nameplate's history, The Land Cruiser 600 has moved away from its legendary, ultra-durable, heavy-duty solid axle architecture in favor of a highly complex, fully independent electronic suspension setup. While this makes the vehicle handle beautifully on paved roads, it introduces a web of delicate sensors, airbags, and complex control arms that are inherently more vulnerable to catastrophic failure when pushed to the absolute limits in remote corners of the globe. If a single electronic component fails in the middle of a desert, you cannot fix it with a hammer and a wrench anymore. Toyota has officially traded ultimate, apocalyptic reliability for absolute corporate luxury, making the Land Cruiser 600 the most magnificent, comfortable, and sophisticated SUV they have ever built, but one that may have finally left its true rugged heritage behind in the showroom.